Miriam, long time no see. If you can talk, I have something I'd like to ask you about, so please get back to me soon. I really hope that you haven't gone and blocked my number either.
I forgot to block your number, it seems, actually. You did vanish from my sight almost instantly back then, and never once said anything else to me since.
I'm sorry about what happened 2 years ago, all right? I'm sure you're not going to forgive me, though, for what happened then, considering that you were my fiancé, and right before our wedding, I left you for her.
If you understand that I'm never going to forgive you for such a thing, then why are you wanting to talk with me now? It was you both who didn't only run away from me, but have been actively avoiding me, right?
But I made sure to pay for what I had to.
You sure did. It took you more than 6 months to do that for me, though. So what the heck do you want from me now?
I actually have something to ask from you.
Something to ask from me? I thought you just wanted to talk.
I shouldn't bother beating around the bush about it, so I'm going to be extremely blunt with this. I would like you to give me back that money I paid you in the settlement from back then.
Excuse me? The settlement money?
I'm talking about the money you were given by my girlfriend and I.
What are you going on about? A settlement is something you owed me back then, and that's why you both paid it. You think you're getting your money back after what you've done?
But I need that money right now.
Let me ask, what for?
Recently, she's really been wanting me to get her more and more things. I want this, I want that. Over and over again, she's wanting me to get things for her, and to be honest, I don't really have any money left in my savings.
Wait, you're asking me something as ridiculous as getting that settlement back from me because you've been buying her everything she's been asking you to buy for her like a selfish brat? You actually thought asking me something like that would be sane? Or are you messing around with me right now? Because no way in hell can anyone in their right mind be asking the victim they paid a settlement to for that settlement back, right?
You think I'd be messing around with you about this right now? I'm very serious.
Clearly not serious enough, then. Because that seems like a you problem, and should have nothing to do with your ex, of all people. I don't care about what trouble you're in now, and I sure as hell won't be giving you any money back.
Why not? Are you saying it's okay if I have to get into a lot of debt?
Sure am, actually. Because I don't care about you anymore. If you're looking for some advice or something out of me, I can tell you one thing. If you don't want to spend any more money, stop buying her all the things she begs you for.
I can't do that. I have to keep on buying her these things or else she's gonna stop loving me.
That's really pathetic.
Recently, she's been acting very suspicious. I'm not 100% sure there's really something going on with her, but she might be realizing that I'm running out of money and is looking for another guy to treat her now.
And? What does any of that have to do with me right now, Philip?
Please, just help me. I'm just asking you to give me that settlement money back that I paid you last year.
Even if I were to give you this money, she'd still be wanting more than what you could afford for her with it. In other words, you'll only be delaying the inevitable with her.
I want to use the money from that settlement to get her an engagement ring, and then I'll be able to marry her.
Marrying her isn't going to fix all of those problems you have with her right now, you know.
I just need that money from you right now.
And what will happen next? You'll come back to me again because you won't be able to pay for your wedding. And then you'll ask me to give you back the money that you gave me to pay for your half of that wedding you canceled, right?
I always thought it was wild that I was the only one having to pay anything when I left you.
Sorry to burst your bubble here, but what you did to me 2 years ago was all your fault. And that goes for everything that happened afterwards as well. And since then, things have changed pretty drastically for me as well, which means that I no longer have the time to worry about a backstabbing couple like you two. You both figure out what to do there. Bye-bye.
You're not going to help me out here? Even with me asking you like this? That's what it was, Miriam. That's what it was about you that made you so freaking ugly and why I ended up throwing you away.
Excuse me, but I just saw you and you straight up ignored me. After all this time not seeing one another, have you grown more sassy or something? I'm trying to talk with you right now about the way you're behaving, and I want to talk right now. Are you not embarrassed to be ignoring me? Hello? Are you coming to me? Would you stop that? We aren't close to one another anymore, so you can stop trying to text me like I still care. Are you still upset about what happened 2 years ago, Miriam? This isn't about me being upset about that anymore. I understand that what happened back then is now in the past and nothing can be done to change it. Then you need to stop treating me like a complete stranger for coming out and stealing your fiancé from you last minute like that. Why do you think it's fair to act all tough like that? I really do not get you. You and I are still working within the same company and same office building. So how about you and I go get lunch together tomorrow? I get that I'm a temporary employee and all still, and that you're working full-time for the company, but that doesn't mean you can't come out to lunch with me together, right? And since you're the employee of this company, you'll pay for my meal as well, right? Not going with you. Why the hell not? Because you are a stranger to me, and I sure as hell don't feed temporary workers like you. It's not like we're even in the same department either, right? After what you did to me, I kind of forgot you even worked for the same company as me. By the way, when was it that you started working in the same office building as me again? 3 months ago. I was transferred here after the company said that they needed extra help in one of the departments. So you've been under the same roof as me for 3 months yet? Being a temporary worker, I don't make as much as you, right? So pay for my lunch at least. Especially since you and I had past relations with one another. How about you ask your boyfriend Philip for money? Recently, he hasn't been giving me as much money, though. I thought him being a software engineer meant he'd be making all sorts of money. When all he's done is screw around on the job, there's no way he's ever going to receive a raise. I'm aware of that now. That's why recently I've started to realize that he can no longer act as my wallet anymore. If you'd like him, I'll give him back to you. If anything, it would only be right for me to give him back to you now. I don't need him. From the bottom of my heart, I don't ever want to see him again. I'm looking for a new man who can supply me with the money I need, and since I don't have a use for Philip anymore, I thought you might want him back. That's right. Listen to this. I actually already have a new boyfriend. Don't care, never will, and if you do ever run into me at the office, let's both work to avoid one another for the rest of the time. Please and thank you. Before we think about that, ask me about my loaded boyfriend, please. No, thank you. Right now, he's running his own company, even though he's only 34 years old. He's always giving me all kinds of presents, and just a little while ago, he actually confessed his love to me, which I said okay to, which means I'm now going to be rich when I'm married to him. Thank God you're happy about cheating on Philip. I never thought that after all I'd been through, I'd now get to marry a man of so much money. I really do feel very lucky and blessed now. I really feel bad for you now, though. Feel bad for me? About what? You had your man stolen from you by me right before your guys' wedding, and things never got any more serious between him and I, and after only 2 years, I got myself a new man, leaving me the only one becoming rich after I get married. One thing I'd like to ask before I block you, are you actually cheating on Philip then, or did you guys already break up? I was talking to him about 2 weeks ago, and he told me you guys were still a thing. Has he been trying to get back with you or something now? I'm dying over here. He and I are still going out with one another right now. I'm just milking him dry of whatever money I can before I dump him. So until he can no longer afford to get what I ask for, I'm going to hold on to him like he's my coin purse or something. Are you aware of how much of a bitch you sound like right now? I'm aware that I am a genius that can get whatever thing she wants from any man, and I am very much aware that Philip doesn't want me to leave him. If he doesn't have any more money for me, then I'm not interested anymore. I have no other choice but to dump him soon, right? You really haven't changed these past 2 years then. Well, I'd like for things to stay the same way they've been so far, with you and I not talking to one another. What are you talking about? By the way, have you even found yourself a new man yet? Do we have time to talk about this? Like, seriously, I do not care about you at all and would rather waste my time doing something that brings me joy than on someone who is a complete lost cause. Don't worry, this time I'm gonna be a good person and not steal them from you. After all, I'm the one with a promise seat next to a company owner now with loads of money. He's not only tall, but has at least $3 million in one of his savings accounts alone, and has gone to all the best schools. He's also really kind to me, and the kind of man I never thought I'd be getting married to, yet here I am. You said the same thing about Philip 2 years ago, though. Did I really? You sure did. You told me that he was not only tall and handsome, but he was a software engineer with a lot of money he could spend on you and a perfect education. And the kind of guy that I should be happy you were stealing from me and should have been thanking you for, right? You don't remember any of that? I might have said something like that. Wow, it's been so long. But this time I know my new man will be getting married to me and will never be able to say no to any of my wishes. So even if you have or don't have a man right now, I'm not going to steal him from you so you can relax. Now let's go out to lunch together. I'm sure you don't have any friends working here that you can talk with all the time and are lonely, right? I have work to do, which means I don't have time to go out to lunch with those not associated with my department. Therefore, please take yourself out to lunch and enjoy something you can afford with your own money. That's it from me now. I'll be coming to your department tomorrow around lunch. Please keep your wallet out for me when I get there. Listen to this, Miriam. I saw a really fancy brand bag sitting on the desk of my man in his office, and when I took a sneak peek inside, I saw a little box. That has to be the engagement ring. The engagement ring he plans to give to me when he proposes. Congrats, be happy or something. Goodbye forever now. You hold it right there, Miriam. I plan on inviting you to our wedding now, so please make sure you save the date so that you can be there. Why? I want to see you when you're all frustrated and upset there, and I want to show you myself as I become the wife of the CEO. Then that will only make you more frustrated and annoyed to the point you'll cry and I can laugh at you. I really do not care about you getting married, nor do I care about whatever man you plan on getting married to now. What are you talking about right now? You know the CEO who I'm getting married to very well. I do. I'm going to become the wife of the CEO you work for, right? I'm going to get married to him now so you can have Philip back if you want. The CEO here is my husband, Frankie. What? He's your husband? What, huh? I'm saying that the CEO I'm currently working for also happens to be my husband of 6 months now. Him and I are newlyweds, actually. So that wife of a CEO you've always been calling yourself happens to really be me. What are you going on about? If that's your version of a joke, it's really boring. Well, thankfully it's not a joke. But neither of you have a wedding ring on right now, and he happens to be my boyfriend. I'm not sure what led you to believe something like that's the case, but the reason he and I aren't wearing our wedding rings right now is because we haven't found bands that we like yet. You're lying, right? I can't believe that. There's no way someone like you could be married to the CEO of this company. When I was talking to him about a Frankie, he told me he'd never heard of you or anything and that you must be mistaken. You said he's your boyfriend right now? Did you ever talk to him about being his girlfriend? You were also talking about how he'd confessed to you, or you to him, I forgot. But one of you said okay, right? That's right! I told him my feelings for him and he said he loved me back and I said okay. When exactly was that again? 1 month ago from today. I heard about how my manager would be going out with the CEO for drinks after work and I asked if I could please go along with them. And that's when he said yes to me and that he'd love to have me come along, so I said okay. Are you sure he wasn't just saying okay to you going out to drinks with them that night? What? And if you were asking him anything while out drinking that night, he might have been thinking you were joking or something. Because nobody would ever ask a married man if they could actually go out like that, and maybe he just thought you were talking about getting more drinks and he loved the idea of doing that. He's always been a pretty heavy drinker when it comes to after-work drinking, and so he might not remember you because of that. But what he's told me is that there was this one girl that kind of forced herself to come along with him and some other men, and that she didn't seem to be asking him anything serious that night. Are you saying that he misunderstood what I was talking about? He probably just thought you were either joking or that you were talking about your love for alcohol or something, which makes sense based off the setting and timing. Remember that my husband doesn't even know your name. Even though his eyes and mine are always meeting a lot at work? Just your imagination, right? But he introduced himself to me when we first went out for drinks. He was probably introducing himself to everyone at that table then. And what about the ring in that box on his desk? He told me that's the present he got me for my birthday. And it's not a ring in that box, but a necklace, he said. So I'm not going to become the wife of a CEO now? By the way, Frankie, how did you find out that there was a bag like that on his desk in the first place? His room is on the top floor of this building, and you can't get up there without an appointment, right? I'm the CEO's soon-to-be wife, so I'm allowed up there. His room should be the both of ours' room. But that was just a massive misunderstanding on your part, right? He's gone and told everyone up there not to let you on that floor anymore. I can't believe this is happening. I'm the one that's supposed to be his wife.
I can't get in touch with Frankie anymore. I made plans with her to have a date today, yet she stood me up. She entered the same office building as you a while back, right? Go and find her for me.
Why are you trying to get me wrapped up in all your problems? I don't care where she is right now, and I'm not going to search for her.
Why not? You meet with her every day there during the week, right?
She's not even working here anymore.
What? What did you just say?
An issue arose for her 3 days ago, and that led to her leaving the company for good as a temporary worker. Then the department that hired her came to the CEO and apologized for hiring someone as hopeless as her because she'd caused a lot of trouble for us here.
Wait, an issue arose there? What do you mean? What kind of issue did she cause?
She fell in love with the CEO of this company, and then she started to think that the present that the CEO got for his wife's birthday was hers and took it from him. She went into his office and took it without the CEO's permission.
Wait a second, she's planning to jump to another man, is what you're saying? With the CEO of your company?
You noticed something was going on with her, right? You knew she was starting to lose interest in you.
And that's why I went into debt, buying her a very expensive ring. I was gonna hand that to her today at our date, but now I can't get in touch with her anymore.
She is sometimes coming around the office building, waiting out front, so you might be able to catch her there. She still has a thing for the CEO, I think. And may have been saying she's hanging out in front of the office building, waiting for the chance to run into him when he leaves.
No way. I was serious about actually getting married to her soon. Yet now she's gone and stood me up today and is trying to get with another man besides me? She's the worst.
Are you aware that what you're saying about her is kind of the same thing you did to me years ago?
Where is your office building at? You're still at the same place, right? I'm going there right now. I'm gonna make her pay for everything she's done to me these past 2 years.
Go right ahead, man. You're the one that leaked where I was at to Philip, right? He told me to give him back all the money he'd spent on me, and he told me to pay him back for the settlement he paid to you for what I'd done. He won't shut up about any of it now. Maybe he was able to find you because you never pissed off and were trying to wait outside the offices for the CEO to come out. He was your fiancé at one point, so you do something about him. He's your boyfriend, so how about you do something instead of asking me to? Excuse me? I have been fired from the company and have not been able to see my man at all. He's in the office building right now, isn't he? That's where you're wrong, actually. Today he told everyone to take the day off and closed the office building last night, so there's nobody there right now. But if you continue to bang on the entrance and stand out there all day, he said he'd call the police on you after having security come and handcuff you. Then he'll have his lawyers move against you in order to get a restraining order made that will legally keep you away from him and the building as a whole. Right now, you're just an ex-temporary employee, but you will become so much more if you push things. Okay, but why did I have to be fired from my position inside the company? Because you went into the CEO's office without anyone's permission and then went through his things and took the present he had for me. That's a good enough reason to have you laid off. He said that you can keep the necklace if you want because he's going to get me something else now anyway. But he'd like you to at least pay him for the necklace you stole. But this is supposed to be the present he was giving to me because I should be the CEO's wife, right? So you really don't see how all the things that keep coming out of your mouth are completely irrational and kind of insane? I can tell you're too far gone now for this conversation to get anywhere, so I am ending this conversation here. What do you mean? I'm going to talk with the police right now and have them file a criminal charge against you for trying to harass myself and my husband. Then, when you're taken into custody and have to go to court, my husband and I will sue you for damages you caused, and you'll have to pay that settlement to us both as well. What? Are you serious? Not only am I serious, but because you're not able to comprehend a thing I say to you anymore, I'm having the law take care of you for me. I'm already having to deal with Philip wanting money from me now, though. And that's because of another problem you made with him. So consider all of this you getting what you deserve for being a completely mental monster. Hold on a second. I just wanted to marry a man with a lot of money who could make me rich. Stop trying to hurt other people just for money. But you're the one who's actually married into money, right? How about you stop hurting your husband for that money? I didn't marry him for his money. I married him because I love him, and I'm still working even though he's my husband, and I plan to continue working until I'm ready to retire. And when the time does come for us to make a family, I want to use my own money while I have time off work and not have to rely on a single penny of his. The only thing I will ever ask him for money for is this lawyer we'll be using to take you down. I get it. Then let's just forget about all of this. I'm talking about everything. Let's all act like none of this ever took place. I'll even go all the way back home to my parents' place if that's what you want. That should be good enough for you, right? Too late for that now. There's now a stain on this earth that didn't want to come off when they had the chance, so now the water will no longer work on them and we'll have to try something stronger. Then what the hell should I be doing to get myself out of this? Even if I try to make things right with Philip again, he's so mad with me now, he won't listen to a word I say. Stop it with that childish BS, please. You really think this world revolves around a crap stain like you? I recommend you turn your crap around and start living like the rest of us adults. Now, you wait for the lawyer to get in touch with you later, please. Wait, please! You and I are friends, right? We're both in our 30s now, which means we can just laugh all this off, right? At the very least, introduce me to someone with a lot of money! After that, Frankie wasn't able to get Philip to love her again, and things ended right then and there. And soon after, Philip took her to court and forced her to pay him back for all the money he had spent on her, as well as for her part of the settlement to me he'd paid. My husband and I also went and took her to court for not only the damages she'd caused by harassing us, but also for that necklace she'd taken from my husband. She was also given a restraining order from my husband, meaning she could no longer come within 500 feet of him, and was also told she couldn't come onto the company's property or else she would be detained and taken to court again to be fined. With no money at all, nor a chance of finding another man anytime soon, she retreated to her parents' house, where she was met with folded arms. Today there are some rumors going around about her having moved far away to some really small apartment, where she's now trying to work and save up some money again to pay off all her debt.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.